Hello YouTubers, it is still 2Normal2 here, and I have a new video for you that's a bit different. Seeing how Luigi's Mansion got a Switch port from 3DS, it's no secret the Switch is near the end of its lifespan. So we've been getting games from both the Switch, the Wii U, that sort of thing. I don't doubt we'll continue to get ports of other games even during the Switch 2's launch cycle, which brings to today's video, Fire Emblem Awakening. Now, Fire Emblem Awakening has been around since 2012 on the 3DS, and this was the game that either make the series popular or end it. I say they did great on that one. So, for those of you who don't know, Fire Emblem Awakening is pretty much about the world's in trouble, you need to change the past to change the future, that sort of stuff. I'm not going to get into the story. If you want to know the details, you can play it yourself, or find somebody who covered it. Lots of Let's Players out there. Anyways, Fire Emblem Awakening was sort of like Intelligent Systems' big comeback, and thanks to Awakening, we had more 3DS games, more merch, other stuff. Anyways, we even got 3 houses later on down the line as a result. That being said, with the 3DS no longer in service anymore with its online store, that got me thinking, why not port Fire Emblem Awakening or any of the Fire Emblem 3DS games, which I know people are going to say, but still too normal. They're like a $40 game. We paid 40 bucks or something on the 3DS, and now you want them to be 60? Why? Okay, there's a few ways to make this game 60 bucks and be worth the 60 bucks. I'll give you a good example. The DLC will come with it. That's an automatic. The DLC in that game, if I had to place my best guess, was around 15 to 20 bucks. So that's easily worth a little bit more of the 60 side. Not only that, but all the character models would be up-res to look more beautiful rather than the 3DS graphics, which were good at the time. And not to mention the characters would have feet. I don't know what it was in Awakening, but characters did not have feet. They looked like horse legs for some weird reason. Thankfully, Fates and Onward fits that problem, but other than that, I think those up-res and that DLC together would be worth the 60 bucks. Another thing that could really sell it is full voice acting. Now, full voice acting has been around since Fire Emblem Echoes, and it's been part of the series since then. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Intelligent Systems did decide to add voice acting. Which, it could be hard to get all these characters, so there may be some controversy there or some trouble, but I could see them at least try. Honestly, though, I do think that this game does deserve a chance to be on the Switch and all the other games. And here's one. Tokyo Mirage. Now, this is technically a spin-off of Fire Emblem, but this game actually did appear on the Wii U at one point, and then it came to the Switch with its DLC included. So if this game could be on Wii U and get a port to the Switch, I don't see any reason Awakening cannot be as well. Fire Emblem Awakening was a really solid game, and it did well for the 3DS. Heck, I even bought my first 3DS because of Awakening. Anyways, I think Fire Emblem Awakening deserves a Switch port, as well as the other games. Another thing I think they could add to the game to make it more $60 is little improvements, like have the Barracks be, instead of the Barracks be this one menu, why not have it be like a little training camp where you can just interact with your units as your avatar, like open area, sort of not. I mean, the Switch does have the hardware to do it. They can keep the pixelated graphics because that's what made Awakening its identity. Overall, Fire Emblem Awakening, I feel like, deserves, out of all the 3DS Fire Emblem games, should at least be the one they try first. Because trust me, this game being on the Switch would be a good way to sort of like wait for the next new Fire Emblem or the remake that's been rumored, which honestly I'm starting to not believe as the day goes by. But a lot of fans, including myself, kind of have a Fire Emblem hole in our hearts, or at the very least itching to play some. And Awakening, it had fun gameplay, but Engage had fun gameplay, but there was some issues I could talk about in another video. Overall, this game I feel like would be the perfect way to sort of like let fans have Fire Emblem while Intelligent System gets development on the next one in the series. And they don't really have much work to do. Most of the groundwork's already there from them. There are little things they could touch up on, but other than that, this should be an easy sell. So let me ask you, do you all want Fire Emblem 3DS games to appear on the Switch now? Or the Switch 2 going forward? Now that the 3DS's online store is dead, there's no way to get the DLC. And I feel like this would be the perfect time to do it. Let me know what you think. This is Still Too Normal, signing off.